Hello everyone. This presentation is on Franklin and Lillian Gilbreth, Passionate Partners of Production and Efficiency, by Freddie Barajas, Gina Cameron, Linda D. Carvalho, Talissa Gonzalez, and Franklin Harris. This couple was a match made in heaven for both family and business. They were married in 1904. They had 12 children, and their concerns were for the efficiencies at home as well as in business. So inspiring was this couple that their children wrote a book about them in Cheaper by the Dozen. In fact, the book was about the whole family and how they were so efficient. Movies were later released with the same name. So now let's take a look at how this couple is truly a match made for home and business, with an accent on business. Let's start with Frank Gilbreth. He was an innovative businessman, a building contractor who owned his own company. He was an inventor, and he observed his workers. His goal was the shortest and easiest paths towards efficiency on the job in order to gain profitability. And then there's Lillian, the first woman engineer who held a PhD. She was an industrial and organizational psychologist, an innovator, and she too was interested in efficiency at home as well as in business. There was even a stamp, a postage stamp, of her in the 40s. Lillian was also known as the woman of the modern kitchen. She studied the Brooklyn Gas Company's kitchen. And there she rearranged appliances and even redesigned their kitchen and invented appliances to make the job easier. Together, these two, Frank and Lillian Gilbreth, pioneered in scientific industrial management, seeking to increase economic efficiency as well as labor productivity. Studies included field system, concrete system, bricklaying system, motion study, primer of scientific management, the psychology of management, and fatigue study. Let's start with the field system. Frank put a few things in place at the workplace, including best practices in writing to benefit all employees, avoided oral repetition, and instead chose the written word, and there was a maintenance of the firm's policy. All of this in order to achieve profitability, success, and satisfaction. The concrete system was in essence a combination of practical fieldwork instructions combined with Frank's patented inventions. The two main principles were mixing concrete and the use of concrete in pile foundations. A more efficient bricklaying system included writing down techniques by experienced workers to benefit new workers. Records including the methods of handling labor and materials to reduce costs and give first-class workers a higher wage. The first day of work was to work intelligently and become proficient in the shortest amount of time. The motion study was concerned with waste elimination, cost savings, and preparedness solutions. Frank's motion study included long exposure light paintings that were used to conduct time and motion studies to discover the most efficient movements of workers as they had performed their assigned work and to train workers in order to increase business revenue. The Primer of Scientific Management. This was a written response by the Gilberths to the serialized publications of Frederick Taylor's The Principle of Scientific Management. Although they were advocates of Taylorism, they were at times at odds professionally and personally with Taylor himself. Their competition, however, served to promote and advance scientific management technique. And their theories, however, were not without controversy. Trade unions, of which, by the way, Frank was a member, felt that scientific management technique was merely a dictator driving a system. As a result, Gilberths created an industrial betterment program, which gave employees deeper knowledge and understanding of scientific management and motion study. They incentivized their learning through prizes for factory improvement suggestions and created promotion plans for upward mobility. The Psychology of Management by Lillian Gilbreth was concerned with the manager's mindset as well as the workers. Increased management's knowledge of the worker's mindset was one way to gain efficiency, and improving manager skills through the knowledge of best management practices was another, all to better enable workers by providing knowledge of best practices and management teachings. The fatigue study, in the Gilbreth's own words, was an attack on the unnecessary waste of human energy. Some of these concerns in the study were the causes of work fatigue, the elimination of all unnecessary fatigue, reduce necessary fatigue, and provide the means to overcome fatigue, as well as record the findings to benefit the workers. So how did the Gilbreths achieve efficiency? By several ways. They looked at specific jobs. They looked at methods to accomplish the tasks more effectively. They streamlined the job processes, which stemmed from their belief in Taylorism. They combined observations, new methods of efficiency and best practices, waste elimination, innovation, and reduction of human fatigue. Because the focus of Frank and Lillian's studies were on productivity and efficiency, these ideas are timeless. But in their day, they were concerned with the possibility of industries falling back into the inefficient practices of World War I. Today, these timely ideas hold true. Less unnecessary motion equals less fatigued. Less fatigued equals happier workers. Happy workers equal more productive workers. More production means more efficiency, and more efficiency means more profit. So what are the effects of these studies on today's businesses? Let's list: efficiency, productivity, profitability, best practices, management's role in productivity, the human aspect of work as a focus, disabled worker considerations, even rules in the workplace. Now let's take a look at our group members' ideas on how the Gilbreth studies relate to their workplace today.